Hello everyone, and welcome to this new video. Where can you find the most satisfying and exciting culinary experiences? Well, there is no definitive answer to this question. Everyone has their own preferences, backgrounds, and expectations when it comes to food. I have chosen the top 10 destinations that have received the most praise from travelers. This list is not meant to be a ranking, but rather a suggestion to inspire your imagination and your wanderlust. I'm sure you will find some destinations that you will adore and others that you might not fancy as much. And that's totally fine. The important thing is to be open-minded, curious, and adventurous. And now, let's start our gastronomic journey. The first destination I want to recommend to you is France, a country renowned for its elegant and varied cuisine. French cuisine was recognized as an intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO in 2010. Each region has its own delicacies, based on local ingredients and influenced by neighboring countries. Let's discover some of the regions and dishes that make French cuisine so special. In Provence, you can enjoy the famous ratatouille, a colorful and fragrant dish made with fresh vegetables like zucchini, eggplant, and tomatoes, seasoned with a mix of aromatic herbs that give it a distinctive taste. And for seafood lovers, don't miss bouillabaisse, a delicious fish soup made with various local fish and fresh seafood. In Alsace, you can try choucroute, a signature dish of fermented cabbage and smoked sausages, reflecting the German influence on this border region's cuisine. And for those with a sweet tooth, taste Kugelhof, a ring-shaped cake with raisins and almonds. Moving on to Burgundy, you must sample coq au vin, a dish of chicken braised in red wine, with onions, mushrooms, and spices. In the Languedoc-Roussillon region in southern France, cassoulet is a treat to savor, a hearty stew of beans, pork, sausages, and duck. And we can't forget Normandy, famous for its apples and apple-based products like apple juice and calvados, an apple brandy. Here, you can indulge in an apple tart with vanilla or calvados cream. These are just some of the regions and dishes that define French cuisine. Of course, there are many more, like omelettes and crepes, cheese and macarons. The next stop is Tokyo. The capital of Japan is an amazing city where tradition and modernity, culture and technology, order and chaos all coexist. Tokyo has the highest number of Michelin-starred restaurants in the world, with over 200 establishments recognized by the prestigious guide. Here, you can find the best of Japanese cuisine, as well as international dishes cooked by famous chefs. However, it's not only the high-end restaurants that make Tokyo a must-visit destination for food lovers. Even the simplest and most common places offer tasty and varied dishes. Tokyo is known for its izakayas, traditional Japanese pubs, where you can enjoy the culture of small shared dishes and drinks. Here, you can try yakitori, grilled chicken skewers, and many other dishes like tempura, edamame, and okonomiyaki. Sushi is one of the most iconic symbols of Japanese cuisine, and in Tokyo, this delicacy reaches the highest level of quality. You can enjoy the freshest slices of raw fish, such as tuna, salmon, and sea bass, expertly placed on top of rice balls. Another dish you can't miss is ramen, a delicious noodle soup served in meat or fish broth, with various ingredients like boiled eggs, pork, nori seaweed, and bamboo shoots. For adventurous palates, takoyaki is a dish to try. These bite-sized octopus balls are made with a flour-based batter and cooked on a special griddle, giving them a round shape and a crunchy exterior while keeping a soft and tasty core. New Orleans is the biggest and most famous city in Louisiana, United States. The cuisine of New Orleans is rich, spicy, and varied, using local ingredients such as rice, corn, beans, shrimp, oysters, crab, and alligator. Here, you can taste typical dishes like gumbo and étouffée, jambalaya and red beans and rice, paboys and muffulettas, beignet, and pralines, and many more. But it's not only the traditional dishes that make New Orleans a must-visit destination for food lovers. Innovative and creative dishes also offer new and amazing flavors and sensations. Fusion cuisine mixes elements of Cajun and Creole, French and African, Spanish and Caribbean cooking. New Orleans is a city that never leaves you unsatisfied, but rather makes you want to dance to its rhythm and joyfulness. Peru is one of the most fascinating and amazing destinations in the world, and not only for its natural and historical wonders but also for its cuisine, which reflects local practices and ingredients as well as the influences of various cultures that have arrived over the centuries, such as the Spanish, Africans, Chinese, and Japanese. The result is a rich, varied, and creative cuisine that uses ingredients like corn, potatoes, quinoa, beans, fish, meat, and chili peppers. Peruvian cuisine can be geographically divided into 3 branches: the coast, the mountains, and the rainforest. Each region has its own delicacies based on the available products and culinary traditions. Let's discover some of the most representative dishes of Peruvian cuisine. On the coast, you can taste the famous ceviche, Peru's national dish. It consists of fresh fish marinated in lime or lemon juice, with onions, chili peppers, and cilantro. In the mountains, you can enjoy the traditional pachimanca, an ancestral dish that dates back to the time of the Incas. It involves marinating pork, lamb, chicken, or alpaca with spices and huacate leaves, an aromatic plant, and then cooking it underground with hot stones. In the rainforest, you can sample tacacho with cecina, a typical dish of Amazonian cuisine. It's a ball of mashed green plantains fried with pork fat and served with dried pork and chili pepper sauce. Another destination you can't miss for food lovers is Mexico, a country that offers a varied and rich cuisine steeped in traditions. Mexican cuisine was recognized as an intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO in 2010 for its ability to mix ingredients, techniques, and flavors from different cultures, such as pre-Columbian and colonial, Spanish and indigenous, African and Asian, and Caribbean and European. Among the most famous and common dishes in Mexican cuisine are tortillas and tamales, thin sheets made from corn or wheat flour that can be stuffed in various ways, with meat, cheese, vegetables, sauces, and spices. Tortillas can have different names depending on their shape and filling: tacos, burritos, chimichangas, quesadillas, enchiladas, fajitas. Other typical dishes include tamales, rolls of corn dough cooked inside banana or corn leaves. Chilaquiles, a kind of tortilla lasagna with eggs, beans, and minced meat. Pozole, a spiced beef stew with corn. Nopales, cactus leaves. Gorditas, maize cakes to be filled as you like. Sauces are a key element of Mexican cuisine and are used to accompany and flavor many dishes. The most well-known is the guacamole sauce, made from mashed avocado with onion, lime, and chile. Other typical sauces include salsa roja, made from tomatoes and red peppers. Salsa pico de gallo, made from tomatoes, onions, and cilantro. Mole, a dark and thick sauce that looks like chocolate and is used to season meat. Anyone who loves healthy and tasty food should visit Lebanon, a country that offers a cuisine rich in history and traditions. A distinctive element of Lebanese gastronomy is the meze, a series of tasting dishes served as appetizers or a full meal. Let's discover some of the dishes that represent this cuisine. Hummus is a creamy sauce made from blended chickpeas with tahini paste, lemon juice, garlic, and olive oil. Baba ganoush is a sauce similar to hummus, but made with roasted eggplant pulp instead of chickpeas. It is enriched with mint, parsley, and crushed walnuts. Tabbouleh is a fresh and aromatic salad made from bulgur, a type of cracked wheat, parsley, mint, tomatoes, onions, and lemon juice. Fatis is another typical salad, made with lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, and toasted and crumbled pita bread. Falafel are fried balls made from ground chickpeas or fava beans mixed with herbs and spices. They are served with tahini sauce, made from sesame paste or yogurt. Kibbeh are meatballs made from ground meat, usually lamb, and bulgur, filled with minced meat, pine nuts, and spices. These are just some of the dishes that are part of the meze and characterize Lebanese cuisine. Bangkok is a city that offers a varied and tasty cuisine, reflecting the various cultural and regional influences of Thailand. Bangkok's cuisine is based on the use of fresh and local ingredients, such as rice, noodles, vegetables, fish, chicken, pork, and spices. Among the typical dishes of Bangkok's cuisine, we can mention pad thai, rice noodles stir-fried with eggs, bean sprouts, scallions, chopped peanuts, and tamarind sauce, to which you can add chicken, shrimp, or tofu depending on your preferences. Another famous dish is tom yam kung, a spicy and sour soup made with shrimp or chicken, fish broth, coconut milk, lemongrass, galangal, lime leaves, and chilies. For salad lovers, som tam, a crunchy and spicy salad made with shredded green papaya, tomatoes, long beans, peanuts, garlic, lime juice, fish sauce, and palm sugar. For those who prefer meat-based dishes, there's massaman curry, a dish made with slow-cooked meat, usually beef or chicken, in a creamy sauce made with coconut milk, massaman curry paste, potatoes, and peanuts. Finally, for those who want to end the meal with a typical Thai dessert, the mango sticky rice. It's made from steamed sticky rice flavored with sweetened coconut milk. It is served with slices of ripe and juicy mango. These are just some of the dishes you can taste in Bangkok. Of course, there are many more waiting for you in the street food stalls, night markets, and restaurants throughout the city. Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam and a city that has much to offer its visitors, especially from a gastronomic point of view. Rice, noodles, vegetables, herbs, meat, and fish are the main elements of this cuisine, which can be both simple and sophisticated, light yet filling, fresh yet spicy. Hanoi's cuisine shines best in its street food, which can be found on every corner of the city, in food stalls, markets, and small restaurants. Here, you can enjoy delicious and varied dishes that please all palates. For example, you can start your day with a bowl of pho, the national dish of Vietnam, consisting of a fragrant broth made with beef and spices, with rice noodles and thinly sliced raw beef added and cooked in the heat of the liquid. For lunch or dinner, you can choose bun cha, grilled pork patties served with cold rice noodles, fresh vegetables, and a sweet and sour sauce made from fish sauce, sugar, vinegar, and water. In Hanoi, nem ron, fried spring rolls stuffed with minced meat, mushrooms, vermicelli, and carrots, are famous. For those who love fish, a good option is cha ka lavong, a dish made with marinated catfish seasoned with turmeric and galangal. It's an aromatic and savory dish, though it may take some getting used to due to the strong flavor of the shrimp paste. Welcome to Mumbai, the city that never sleeps. Here, you can experience a unique mix of contrasts, colors, and flavors. Mumbai is a metropolis that hosts over 20 million people, representing diverse cultures, religions, and traditions. This diversity is also reflected in its cuisine, which will introduce you to some of the most authentic and tasty dishes of India. Let's explore them together. Let's start with Vada Pav, the city's most popular and common snack, often called the Bombay burger. It consists of a soft bun stuffed with a spicy, deep-fried potato patty, flavored with spicy chutney and green chile. You can find it on every corner of the city, at street stalls and kiosks. If you're looking for something more filling, you can try pav bhaji. Another typical Mumbai street food. It's a spicy mashed vegetable curry served with buttered and toasted buns. It's often topped with chopped onions, lemon, and butter. For rice lovers, biryani is a must-try dish. It's made with basmati rice cooked with meat or fish and various spices like turmeric, paprika, cardamom, and cloves. Biryani is a rich and fragrant dish, usually served with yogurt or raita. These are just some of the dishes that will make you fall in love with Mumbai's cuisine. If you want to discover more of this varied and delicious food, there's nothing left but to visit this amazing city and taste its specialties. To conclude our gastronomic journey, we cannot overlook Italian cuisine, one of the most famous and appreciated in the world. We begin with risotto, a dish made with rice cooked in broth and blended with butter and Parmesan or Grana Padano cheese. Among the most famous are risotto alla Milanese, with saffron and bone marrow. Risotto with porcini mushrooms. Risotto alla pescatora, with seafood, and risotto with radicchio, a bitter red chicory typical of the Veneto region. Next is fresh egg pasta, a dough made with flour, water, and eggs, which is then worked into various shapes and sizes, such as tagliatella and fettuccine. Egg pasta is typical of the central and northern regions of Italy, such as Emilia-Romagna, Tuscany, Umbria, and Marche. Notable fresh pasta dishes include lasagna, layers of pasta alternating with meat sauce, bechamel, and Parmesan cheese. Tortellini, stuffed with meat or cheese. And ravioli, square-shaped pasta filled with meat, cheese, or vegetables. Moving on to the dishes from Lazio, some of the most representative of Italian cuisine worldwide. Among these, the pasta sauces stand out, such as Amatriciana, a sauce made with tomato, guanciale, cured pork cheek, and pecorino romano cheese. And carbonara, a cream-based sauce with eggs, guanciale, pepper, and pecorino romano cheese, strictly without cream, which is crucial. We then have Genoese pesto, a sauce made with fresh basil, garlic, pine nuts, Parmesan, and pecorino cheese, all blended by hand in a mortar with salt and olive oil. This aromatic sauce is perfect for dressing pasta. Polenta, a dish made from cornmeal cooked in salted water, is typical of northern Italian regions, such as Lombardy and Veneto, Aosta Valley and Trentino Alto Adige, Piedmont and Friuli Venezia Giulia. Polenta can be served soft or compact and accompanied by various ingredients like melted cheeses, mushrooms, meats, or fish. Let's not forget the cuisine of southern Italy and Sardinia, offering dishes with intense and genuine flavors. Among them, there's pesto alla trapanese, a Sicilian variation of the Genovese pesto. It is a sauce made with tomatoes, almonds, garlic, basil, and pecorino used to dress pasta.
Orecchiette con cime di rapa.
A typical dish from Puglia that combines fresh pasta made with flour and water, with bitter vegetables. Parmigiana, a kind of lasagna made with fried eggplants, tomatoes, mozzarella, and basil, baked in the oven. And porcheddu, a spit-roasted suckling pig, typical of Sardinia. These dishes reflect the rich and diverse influences of the Mediterranean cultures that have shaped the history of southern Italy. These are just a few of the dishes that will make you fall in love with Italian cuisine. A cuisine that tells the story, culture, and beauty of a country that has made culinary art one of its excellences. A cuisine that can amaze and satisfy every palate with its variety, simplicity, and creativity. A cuisine that invites you to discover its traditions, flavors, and secrets. We have seen together 10 destinations for food lovers, 10 places where gastronomy is an art, a passion, and a culture. We hope that this video has inspired you to explore these wonderful destinations. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for following us and enjoy your meal.